Welcome to the Fear and Greed Business News Afternoon Report for Monday the 4th of November 2024. I'm Iioneer. Every afternoon we've got the 5 stories that happened today that you need to know about. Story number 1, it turned out to be a pretty decent day on the local share market with the banks leading the way. By the close, the S&P ASX 200 was up more than 0.5% to 8,165 points. Commonwealth Bank and National Australia Bank both closed more than 1.5% higher. CSL was up nearly 2%. Telstra did well, jumping 1.7%. Transurban finished 2.5% higher, while WiseTech Global was up 3.1%. Not so good for the big miners. BHP, Fortescue and Rio were all lower. The market itself, it's peaked last month, the middle of last month, but it's just still showing resolve, and it's a really big week coming up. So it's doing pretty well. The big corporate news out today was the Westpac result. It ended up with a net profit 3% lower to $7 billion, though the boss, Peter King, was pretty upbeat on the economy and there was an expansion in Westpac's profit margins. It finished the day up just under 1%. Story number 2, the Reserve Bank Board has been chatting all things interest rates today and will continue to do so tomorrow. That's when it will announce its thinking. No one expects a change in interest rates, but maybe the commentary around the discussion might lean into the idea of rate cuts at some point in the future. Hopefully that'll occur. Inflation, of course, is the key. That has definitely slowed and will slow more. The labour market is still strong. Today, ANZ job ads showed a rise in October after a really big jump in September. So certainly the jobs market is pretty good. The rise in October was all about Christmas, retailers and food service employers putting people more on. Story number 3, it's fair to say it's pretty much the biggest week of the year for international markets. We've got the US election. We've got central bank meetings, not just here, but in the US and UK as well. We also have China's National People's Congress. That's expected to announce more stimuli. Trump trade is dominating. That means the US dollar is stronger. Treasury yields are higher. US bank stocks are doing well. Bitcoin's doing well. Aussie dollar, not so much. There's also something called the VIX index. It's Wall Street's fear gauge. Well, the fear gauge is at its highest point since the outbreak of the Delta variant of the coronavirus back in March 2021. It's going to be a big 48 hours. Brent at the moment is trading around $74 a barrel. Gold's around $2,740 an ounce. Bitcoin's at $69,000 a unit, and the Aussie dollar's around about 66 US cents. Story number 4, ASX-listed miner Iioneer has received a permit from the US government to build a massive lithium mine in Nevada, a project that could produce enough lithium to power 370,000 electric vehicles a year. It's the first approval of a lithium mine by the Biden administration ever, and includes a $700 million loan to help build the project. There's plenty of lithium in the US, but most of the alkali metals actually mined in Australia or South America and then processed in China. The US wants to quadruple US lithium production by 2028 and reduce its reliance on China, not just in lithium, but other critical minerals. Since 2002 in the US, only 3 critical minerals mines have come online, so this is all a bit of a coup for Iioneer. And story number 5, one of the world's best-known casual dining chains, TGI Fridays, thank God it's Fridays, has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. It's been going for more than 50 years, known for its hamburgers, mozzarella sticks, loaded potato skins, comfort food I'd call it. Never really fully recovered from COVID. Also, customers' appetites have shifted to faster, cheaper food. It has 461 restaurants in 41 countries, including here in Australia. Of course, in the US, Chapter 11 is used as a restructuring tool, so they will continue to trade at least for the short term. That's it for the afternoon report for Monday, the 4th of November, 2024. Don't forget to hit follow on the podcast and find Fear and Greed on LinkedIn, Instagram, X, TikTok and Facebook. Join Michael Thompson and I tomorrow morning for the Fast 5 by Fear and Greed. The top 5 business stories you need to know in just 5 minutes. I'm Iioneer. Enjoy your evening.